Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I know we have tea at the back, so if you are feeling sleepy, please feel free to drink as much as possible. All right? My name is Mizan Chaudhry. I'm a technologist by profession and also founder, president for Community United Democratic Club, and also husband of Judge Soma Syed. And we are definitely very excited to be here today to announce our, nomination was announced, but the kickoff of the campaign. As you guys know that November 4 will be the election, and we are definitely very excited about it. We are also excited about that she will be the first Bangladeshi American justice, Supreme Court justice in the States, and she will be the first Muslim justice in Queens. What does that mean? That's been history in making, right? So you can do better than that, guys. Come on. Come on, one more. Well, first of all, I want to thank Allah for this awesome opportunity for us. Definitely, this is Allah's blessing, right? And then second, of course, I want to thank Queens County Democratic Party, especially our beloved chairman, Gregory Meeks. He could not be here today because he's traveling, but he definitely sent his regards and congratulated Soma and all other justices for their awesome nomination. And then also I want to thank Queens County district leaders, of course, our beloved Moin Chaudhry Bhai, and then Nurullah is also district leaders. And then we have another district leader here today, is Lama. Thank you, Lama, for your support. And then I want to thank a couple of elected officials who really, go extra mile, who went extra mile to support Soma Syed. As you guys know that Soma was elected a few years ago as a civil court judge, and you all voted for her. And, after that, she's been doing a phenomenal job. I have to say that because I have to go home tonight, right? So, definitely she's doing phenomenally well, and of course our colleagues can say more about her. But I want to thank a couple of elected officials, especially our Congresswoman, Grace Mann, definitely a big supporter of Soma Syed. Our beloved Senator John Liu, he's going to be here actually today, later on, he's coming. And then of course Senator Toby Stevetsky. And then of course Assemblywoman, couple of Assembly person, I'm not going to name them, but you know what, they're phenomenal, they definitely supported Soma. But most importantly, a new friend who just got elected as a New York City Comptroller, Mark Levine. Some of you met with him. He was definitely a big supporter of Soma Syed. Always, right before our nomination, he was keep texting me, dude, give me the good news. I'm like, don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. But of course, I want to say thank you to Bangladeshi community, because our community is so united. Our community is so excited that we are definitely moving forward. Especially, I want to thank print and electronic media, all the journalists. Some of you knew Soma's father. He was a journalist as well, and he was some of your friends. But I got to tell you that this is a great opportunity. We have to cherish it. This is an opportunity for us to work together, united. And this is just the beginning. And I know that with the leadership of some people in this room, I definitely need to name them. I want to definitely thank you, Shahid Bhai, former MP, Shahid Bhai, for your awesome support. I want to thank you, Naim Bhai, for coming. Appreciate your support. And then, of course, Jillu Bhai, thank you so much for coming. Appreciate it. And then everyone else in this room, I don't want to name you, but you are awesome. You are phenomenal. Oh, Habib Bhai. Habib Bhai is there. I didn't, he's reading something, so I didn't see him. But thank you so much for coming. But also I want to thank our team, the Community United Democratic Club. They're the one actually to, behind this event. So please give everyone a round of applause for Suhail, Sonibhai, Wasimama, Russell, and then a few other people who are on the way. And then Manikbhai as well. Thank you. We have a phenomenal team. Community United Democratic Club is actually very actively involved with the community work, voter registration, and then also support candidates. And I want to also congratulate our justices, Gary Merritt, sir, the Honorable Justice, thank you so much for coming today. And then, of course, Justice Juan. Did I pronounce it? Yes, I did, right? So, thank you so much for coming. And also, a civil court Democratic nominee, right? I gotta pronounce your name properly. Eve. It's just so easy, right? Thank you so much, Eve, for. So they all are actually, as you know, that there are 5 justices was nominated by Queens County Democratic Party, and then I believe how many civil court judges total? If you know. 9. Oh my God. 9. So 9 total civil court judges, 5 Supreme Court justices are going to get elected in November 4, 2025. So we just want to make sure that all of you guys, please spread the word out. I know in Queens County, whoever gets the nomination, they definitely win. But we don't want to get surprised because things are changing. Politics is changing, as you know. And I don't want to get into politics because we have a lot of judges here. My wife said, please do not ask for money and do not say anything about politics. Because I'm in politics, so that's those 2 things I always do automatically. So she told me this morning, don't do that. But I also want to shout out to my good friend Richard. Yeah, Richard, thank you so much for coming. And then everyone else. Guys, this is an opportunity for us to spread the word out and make sure that all these justices and judges get elected. Because they look like us, they talk like us, and let me tell you, when our people are going into the court system and they see that our judges and our justices are sitting there, at least people will feel comfortable in front of them. So that's why we need to make sure that we get them elected and get the job done. So I want to again congratulate all the justices and then all the judges candidates, and congratulations you, our community, especially Bangladeshi community, because you are breaking another history. The first Supreme Court justice in the state. This is really phenomenal. Awesome. Thank you guys. Have a good day.
Thank you, Vijay Chaudhary. আমি আজকে আসলে প্রস্তুতি ছিলাম না। আমি ছিলাম তো 1 সপ্তাহ বাইরে। তারপরে আজকে অফিস করলাম, শরীরটা অত্যন্ত খারাপ, তারপরে জোর করে ধরে ধন্যবাদ এগিয়ে বিজয় চৌধুরীকে। আমি আর একটু বলি, সেটা হলো যে আমরা বলছি আমরা 5 জন সুপ্রিম কোর্টের জাজকে আমরা ভোট দিব এবছর, কুইন্স কাউন্টি। এই 5 জনকে আমরা ভোট দিয়ে, যেটা বিজয় চৌধুরী বলে গেলেন যে 5 জনকে আমরা ভোট দিয়ে নির্বাচিত করব। কারা সেই বিষয়গুলি আসবেন এবং আমাদের জন্য একটা গর্বের বিষয়, সেটা হলো যে সোমা সাইদ আমাদের ডেমোক্রেটিক পার্টির নমিনি সুপ্রিম কোর্টের জাজ হিসেবে। একটা বিষয় আমি বলি, সেটা হলো যে আমরা জানি যে এই বছর যে আমরা ইলেকশনে ভোট দিলাম প্রাইমারিতে, এখানে আমরা যেভাবে ডাটা অ্যানালিসিস করি না কেন, যে 10%-এর বেশি মানুষ কিন্তু ভোটে যায় না, যেটা গত বছরের চেয়ে খুব সামান্য বেশি। আমাদেরকে এই বিষয়গুলো নিয়ে কাজ করতে হবে যদি আমরা কমিউনিটিতে আগাতে চাই। আমাদেরকে আপনার প্রাইমারিতে যেতে হবে, আমাদেরকে এই ইলেকশনে যেতে হবে, এবং যে ফান্ডরেজগুলো হয় সেই ফান্ডরেজগুলোতে আমাদেরকে অ্যাক্টিভ কন্ট্রিবিউশন থাকতে হবে। আদারওয়াইজ আমরা কিন্তু কোনোভাবেই কমিউনিটি আগাতে পারবো না। আমরা দাবি করি যে আমরা কোয়ান্টিটি অনুযায়ী আমরা 3rd আর 4th, বা সেই জায়গাতে পৌঁছাতে গেলে এগুলো নিয়ে আমাদের কাজ করতে হবে। সো আমি আমার কমিউনিটি লিডারকে রিকোয়েস্ট করবো এই বিষয়গুলো নিয়ে কাজ করবো। Now, I am welcoming Honorable Frank One, active judge of Supreme Court, and she is also the nominee of Democratic Party Supreme Court judge. So she will introduce herself and she will speak a little bit for our community and Soma Syed.
Good evening, friends and community members of the Bangladeshi community here in Queens. First of all, I want to thank everyone for inviting me to join my friend, Judge Syed. I want to thank District Leader Chowdhury for having me here as well, and of course all the district leaders who are here, particularly everyone who supported me directly in security. Thank you very much. And I do appreciate sharing this time with my colleagues here. I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Frances Wang, and I myself am an immigrant. I can definitely relate to everyone here in Queens. I was originally from Taiwan, and my family moved from Taiwan to Singapore, where I was born. And then from Singapore, my family moved to the Middle East and lived in Iran for 5.5 years. And from there, we went back to Taiwan, then to Saudi Arabia, and then finally we landed here in Queens when I was about 8 years old. So I've attended public schools here in Queens. I've attended St. John's University and Hofstra Law School. So I'm sort of a local person. And my first job out of law school was at the Bronx District Attorney's Office, where I was a prosecutor for 8 years. For 2 years, I was prosecuting misdemeanor cases, and then for 6 years, I was an appellate attorney, arguing for the appellate term, appellate division, and New York Court of Appeals. I was very fortunate to then become a court attorney and acting justice in Bronx County Supreme Court, where I was court attorney for approximately 6 years until I was appointed by Mayor de Blasio in 2016. And I began my judicial career in Bronx County for 4 years before I put in a request to transfer back home here in Queens. And so I was able to come back to Queens to serve our community in 2021, where I sat in Queens Criminal Court. Thereafter, I was promoted as an acting justice to sit in Queens Supreme Court criminal term. So my entire background has just been in criminal law. I currently preside in a hearing and trial part where I handle all types of cases, whether it's robbery, burglary, or the very serious felonies. Aside from being a judge, you're probably wondering, well, that's a big responsibility. Yes, that is true. But I do also take on extra responsibilities just to be active in the community. One of the things that Judge Syed and I do is we're part of the Asian American Judges Association of New York, where she's a board member, and I'm the vice president of the association. As part of this association, what we do is we want to make sure that we promote and create the pipeline for the Asian community. At the moment, we only have 1,300 New York State Court judges, but we only have 70 Asian American judges. And so one of the things that we want to do is to expand and educate people about the importance of having a diverse bench, including the Asian American community, whether you're South Asians, East Asians, it doesn't matter, we just want Asian judges. So to do that, we go out, we promote, we go speak to students and tell them the importance of going to law school, becoming a lawyer, and then going into the path of becoming a judge. So that's one of the things that we do as part of the Asian American Judges Association. Aside from that, I also am a co-chair of the Equal Justice Committee in Queens County Supreme Court criminal term. And as part of that, I do organize a number of events that I think is very important to our Queens community, given that we are known as the world's borough. So one of the things that I do is I plan the Lunar New Year event. I also plan the AAPI event in May. This year was the first year in which we had a joint celebration between the community as well as all the Queens courts. And we had a big celebration right inside Borough Hall where we had over 200 people in attendance to celebrate AAPI Heritage Month. So that was an amazing thing to see. Aside from that, I also run the internship program for law school students, but I also take on high school students as well as college students because I do think that's important to get the kids started, make sure that they have experience, that they get mentors, that they learn from people who work within the courts, not just from judges, but also from all the court staff, so they learn what it's like to work within the criminal justice system. So a little bit about, I know we're here for our good friend here, Judge Soma Syed. She's also a very active member of the community. I know all of you know that because she's done so much. But within the judiciary, she's also very involved as well. As I told you, she's a board member of the Asian American Judges Association, but she also co-chairs events within her courthouse to make sure that AAPI is celebrated, because to her and to me, it is important to make sure that we are represented, that we're heard, and that the community is aware of who we are, and to make sure that we celebrate our AAPI community. And so I do thank Judge Syed being able to work along with all the judges and to make sure to promote the importance of diversity. So enough said about myself and what I do. I do really want to thank our chairman, Gregory Meeks, for giving me this opportunity, and all the district leaders who have supported me, and the elected officials, including Congresswoman Grace Meng, Senator John Liu, and a whole host of assembly members and council members as well. Because of their support, I was very fortunate to get nominated by the Queens County Democratic Organization to be one of the 5 nominees to represent Queens. So I certainly hope that with my experience as a judge, I've been a judge now for 9 years, and out of the 5 of us, I'm the longest tenured judge to be on the ballot. So I'm hoping that with my experience, both on the bench and all the things that I do for our community, that I hope to earn all of your vote and be one of the 5 people to win this November. So I do wish my colleagues all the best of luck, and we're all going to work together as we have in the last few years, and they're just great colleagues to have, and I look forward to our time together going forward. So thank you so much for your time, and I do hope that you will vote for me and my colleagues.
Thank you so very much. আমরা এখন কমিউনিটির খুব ছোট করে কমিউনিটি একজন কথা শুনবো। আমরা 1 মিনিট করে বলবার অনুরোধ করছি, এবং চেষ্টা করবেন যে ঠিক 1 মিনিট বা এভাবে শেষ করবার জন্য। আমি আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি কমিউনিটি বোর্ড, আমি যদি ভুল না করে থাকি, কমিউনিটি বোর্ড 8 মেম্বার আহসান হাবিব ভাইকে কিছু বলবার জন্য। এবং আমরা সবাই ফোকাস হবো আজকে যাকে নিয়ে আয়োজন, সোমা সাইদ, তার বিষয়ে কমিউনিটি কিভাবে আমরা কাজ করতে পারি সেটা নিয়ে কথা বলবার জন্য।
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. It's my pleasure to be here tonight, and it's a very great opportunity, and I'm really excited. This kind of opportunity comes once in a blue moon that she got a nominee for Supreme Court Judge. I'd like to say a few words in Bangla. আমাদের বাংলাদেশীদের জন্য এটি একটি সুবর্ণ সুযোগ, এবং এই প্রবাসে যারা আমাদেরকে সম্মানিত করেছেন, যাদের জন্য আমরা গৌরবান্বিত হয়েছি, সোমা সাইদ তাদেরই একজন। আমাদের এখন দায়িত্ব এবং কর্তব্য কিভাবে চূড়ান্ত বিজয়কে আমরা ছিনিয়ে আনতে পারি। একটি মাত্রই মাধ্যম, সেটি হচ্ছে ভোট কেন্দ্রে উপস্থিত হওয়া, হাজির হওয়া এবং ভোট প্রদান করা। এবং এই ক্ষেত্রে যারা সহায়ক ভূমিকা রাখতে পারেন, তারা হচ্ছে আমাদের সম্মানিত সাংবাদিক যারা আছেন, সোশ্যাল মিডিয়া আমরা যারা ব্যবহার করি। আমি সাংবাদিক ভাইদের প্রতি বিনীত অনুরোধ করব, আমাদের এই বোন সোমা সাইদ, যিনি সুপ্রিম কোর্টের জাজ হিসেবে রান করছেন, আপনারা অনেক অনেক বেশি তার ব্যাপারে ফোকাস করবেন, যাতে করে আমাদের বাংলাদেশি ভোটার যারা আছেন আমরা যাতে ভোট কেন্দ্রে যাই। আমরা যারা সোশ্যাল মিডিয়া ব্যবহার করি, আমাদের দায়িত্ব হবে এটিকে ফোকাস করা। আমাদের পরিবারের যারা সদস্য আছে, এমনকি বৃদ্ধ বাবা মা, আমার মায়ের বয়স 80, ডেফিনেটলি ইনশাআল্লাহ আমি আমার মাকে নিয়ে ভোট কেন্দ্রে আসবো। আপনারা সকলে আসবেন।
ধন্যবাদ আহসান হাবিব। আমি অনুরোধ করব জিল্লুর ভাই, বাড়িতে আসবেন। জিল্লুর ভাইকে অনুরোধ করবো যে কিভাবে আমরা ঠিক একইভাবে যে আমরা কমিউনিটিতে কিভাবে আমরা সমাজের জন্য কাজ করব, এবং কিভাবে আমরা আসলে এই আপনার আমাদের কমিউনিটি সাস্টেনেবল একটা ডেভেলপমেন্টের দিকে যেতে পারি, এই বিষয়গুলো নিয়ে আমরা কথা বলবো খুব সংক্ষেপে। টাইমটা ঠিক।
Thank you so much. today, all these distinguished leaders, especially my brother Moin Chaudhary. Thank you for arranging this event, and thank you all journalists and everyone. Thank you. Soma Syed is proud of her, so proud, and we have voted for her, and we will vote for her today. So, community leaders, we have to sit down together. Then how to make it? How can we reach there? How can we reach the destination? We will sit down together and talk about it. Through our all respected journalists, our request to our community activists, all voters, let's come out and let's make it win. Soma Syed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jalil Rahman. I'd like to request retired Captain Samsu. Samsu ভাই একটু আসবেন, আপনার কাছ থেকে কিছু কথা শুনতে চাচ্ছি।
Assalamu alaikum all. Distinguished members and honorable judges. Distinguished members and honorable judges, good evening, and I want to thank everyone for attending this event. It is a duty because when she initially ran for judge position, we not only endorsed her, but also we campaigned for her. We did donuts for her. This time what we need to do the same thing, but also be active on social media, and we have to send text messages, to make phone calls, and make sure she wins. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Samsu bhai. I'm requesting Richard to come over here. We want to hear from you. Richard is our Democratic Club, Community Union Democratic Club team member.
Thank you very much. Unexpected, but thank you. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. This is an important situation because when 2021, when Soma ran, I'm a political consultant, but I'm also a college professor. I'm also Muslim. So when she ran, I made sure that we helped her. Now, on the contract, maybe I had about 12 different people. This campaign was not one of them. We worked as much as we could for a lot of different campaigns. Eric Adams, a few other people. But one of the very few campaigns that we worked for without getting any compensation was this campaign, right? And I don't know how much we helped, but we helped. I don't know how many doors we knocked and how many things that we put on the ground to make sure that this was successful. But we did it. And when she won, we all were excited. And I'm still very excited. And so to see the progress of everything that's been going on for the last few years, to now have Supreme Court judges, this is something that all of us can really take, into our hearts and minds and souls. And, like Nizam said earlier, this is all due praise for Allah to make sure that we're in this place together and to be successful and to have the next few years to not only have this Soma Syed, but also the next future Soma Syeds. Many of you have daughters right now who will be the next Soma Syeds. So this is all of us to be very proud of this moment, and I'm very excited to be a part of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Richard. ধন্যবাদ ভাই। আমি রিকোয়েস্ট করছি লায়ন গভর্নর আসিফ ভাই চুচুর আপনার বক্তব্য দেওয়ার জন্য।
Assalamualaikum, good evening everyone honorable guests, judges, electronic and print media, and our honorable all the New Yorkers. I hope you are all doing great. This is our great moment. Soma Syed is the name of a Bengali American's pride. She pushed us all the way up because she is the only one Bengali American judge, first judge in New York. So this is our pride that she put all the nation whoever we came from Bangladesh, she pushed us up there. During our first election, I remember all of us, we was restless, we was knocking the doors, we was on the street. We make it happen. And she deserves it, and she is qualified for it. And her handsome husband, Nizam Chaudhary, is my close friend. He is a dedicated worker. Soma Bhabi, this time also, we will be all the way for you until you take the oath. That is the oath we have to take today, that we will make it happen. We will not sleep until she takes as a Supreme Court judge. Please, only one problem with our Bengali community voters, they doesn't want to cast their vote. They think like, oh, it's a long line, this and that, but we encourage us last time, and we will make it happen. All Bengali community here, we are for you. Always we've been for you, we'll be there for you. Thank you so much.
আমরা আরো দু তিনজন কমিউনিটি অ্যাক্টিভিস্ট যারা আছে তাদের কথা খুব সংক্ষেপে শুনবো, তারপরে আমরা আমাদের স্টুডিও চলে আসছি। খুব অল্পতে আমরা চলে যাবো সোমা সাহেবের কাছে। আমি স্টেজে যাচ্ছি নাইম আহমেদ। নাইম আহমেদ একটু আসবেন এবং কমিউনিটিতে আমরা কিভাবে কাজ করবো, একসঙ্গে কাজ করতে পারি সেটা একটু সংক্ষেপে শোনাবো।
Good evening, judges. Assalamu alaikum. যখন সোমা সাইদ প্রথম জাজ নমিনেশন পেয়েছিল সিভিল কোর্টে, আমার মনে হয় আমি সবচেয়ে বেশি খুশি হয়েছিলাম। আমি কয়েকশো ফোন কল করেছিলাম, কেউ আমাকে জিজ্ঞেস করেছিল চিনেন, আমরা তো চিনি না। আমি চিনার দরকার নেই, উনি বাংলাদেশি। যাই হোক, এবার যখন উনি সুপ্রিম কোর্টে নমিনেশন পেল, সবচেয়ে খুশি আমি হয়েছি, সবাই হয়েছে। আর আমরা ইনশাআল্লাহ ওকে সুপ্রিম কোর্টে দেখতে যাই। আমার বন্ধু মহিন চৌধুরী তো আসেনি, ধন্যবাদ সবাইকে।
ধন্যবাদ। আমি এরপর অনুরোধ করবো ন্যায় থেকে এসছেন আমাদের নাসির ভাই, মদিনা মসজিদের প্রেসিডেন্ট। নাসির ভাই, আপনি চুপ সংক্ষেপে আমাদের জন্য বলবেন।
Assalamu alaikum, and good evening. All respected guests here, honorable guests, and they are nominated for the nomination judges. Judges, police, judges. Doesn't matter which page, which color, which country will be. So I thank you that Soma Syed. She is a qualified person of our community judge. So I getting one more thing, very important. Last election primary, only 7% voted from our Bangladeshi community. I requesting all of my community leaders who are they are organized within the organization leading. I request them maybe 100% voted to us or voted to them in coming to November and coming next month. I think it's going to be good for us. Because we have a claim all the time. Our Bangladeshi community know the cast their vote. They are not going to send. So I again request you and congratulations all of you, advance congratulations all of you. Thanks for you.
আমি আপনাদের ধন্যবাদ এবং কৃতজ্ঞতা জানাচ্ছি আমাদের সকল ইলেকট্রনিক্স অ্যান্ড প্রেস মিডিয়ার নেতৃবৃন্দকে। আসলে আমাদের এই কমিউনিটি, বাংলাদেশি কমিউনিটি আজকে বিনির্মাণে আমার কাছে মনে হয় একটা সবচেয়ে একটা বড় ভূমিকা রেখেছিলেন আমাদের এখানে প্রেস এবং প্রিন্টিং মিডিয়া। আপনাদের প্রতি কৃতজ্ঞতা। আমি অনুরোধ করব কমিউনিটি অ্যাক্টিভিস্ট, কমিউনিটি পরিচিত মুখ জ্যাকব মিল্টন ভাই আমাদের স্টেজে এসে আমাদের জন্য দুটো কথা বলবার জন্য, যে কিভাবে আমরা একসঙ্গে কাজ করতে পারি, কিভাবে কমিউনিটির জন্য কাজ করতে পারি এবং সোমা সাইয়ের জন্য কাজ করবো। জ্যাকব মিল্টন ভাই।
Assalamu alaikum. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a narrative that at the time of the election, our people get too busy, but on the day of the election, they don't go to the polling booth to cast their vote. It's a complaint. It's the biggest complaint. Usually people don't want to come up with a solution. Why people don't like to go to the polling booth? Because everybody decide, I'm going to run for city council, I'm going to run for a state senator. So there is some cash money we can collect. Okay. Let's talk about Soma Syed. She was the only qualified candidate. Approached me and says, Jacob, I'd like to run for city council. And when she says she's going to run for city council, I advised her, I love you, my sister. You are the first Bangladeshi American and Muslim American who approached me to support her candidacy as a city council member. But I asked her at that time that you are running for the wrong position, not city council. You should run for judgeship. You should be on the bench. Do you know, honestly, long story short, I'll cut it at one point. My loving brother, my affectionate brother, Mizan says, Jacoba, you are right. We're going to shoot for civil court judge. And it is very difficult to put someone whose background is a Muslim background, whose name is Soma Syed, on the ballot. It was really, really hard for Mizan Chaudhry, Jacob Milton, and I have to admit that Mizan and me, we had to ride some shoulder from a different community, and we did it successfully. What was the result? My sister Soma Syed became judge. Today, what a lucky day that we are here together. I have 7 or 8 Supreme Court judges, those who are personal friend of mine. But today is the greatest day that one of our own, my sister Soma Syed, will become the judge at the Supreme Court. I'll be honored to go there and says my sister Soma Syed is the judge. I'm not gonna prolong my conversation. Only thing I would say, listen, each and every single Bangladeshi, those who are American citizens, entitled to run for public office. I'm not gonna ask not to run. Let them run. But one issue, how can I support my Bangladeshi brother who do not have any idea that what position they are running for and what qualification they have? However, they are running. If I say that it's just ego, Soma Syed is running, so I have to run. Mizan Chaudhry is running, so I have to run. We have to get out from that competition. Shomapu, I'm really proud to have you in the middle of the bench, and I'm sure you will bring lots of inspiration to our community. You will become one of the icons of our community. And another thing, I'll ask you, Shomapu, when just from a different community goes to the court, do you know what they do? They hire their own people as their staff. Court clerk,
receptionist, and some other folks. I am 200% sure I would like to see a couple of Bangladeshi and Bangla speaking people at the 8811. Because most of the time when I go there, says, what country are you from? When I says Bangladesh, they says, Bangladesh, where is it? But today I'm going to say, check the background of Attorney Soma Syed, who happens to be honorable judge. Assalamu alaikum everybody.
সাময়িক বিরতি, মাগরিবের নামাজের জন্য সাময়িক বিরতির এরপরে আমরা আবার ব্যাক করে আসবো ইনশাআল্লাহ।